Namaskar. Today we will talk about controversy going on at this time, which is about Cholas and whether Cholas were Hindus or not. I'm not going to comment on socio-political situation. I'm only going to talk about the information or the data what I could gather and collect. Interestingly, the whole Chola kingdom or the Chola family, they ruled the land of India for almost 1500 years, and that's supposed to be one of the longest ruling family, the longest dynasty on earth, if we consider it as such. Cholas, and one of the most prominent Cholas being Raja Raja Chola. Raja Raja Chola's kingdom started from the Kaveri River Valley, and it spreaded across. Now, interestingly, if you consider Kaveri River Valley as part of India, definitely the kingdom initiated or started from Indian land. India, the word came from Indus. Similarly, the word Hindu, which was basically Indo, came from similar context of river Sindhu. So it was indicated that those who stays beyond river Sindhu and till Bay of Bengal, they have been considered as Hindus. This word Hindu or Hindu is being used by Greeks, majorly by Greeks in 4th century BCE. Megasthenes has mentioned it in his book Indica. So technically, the Chola kingdom or Raja Raja Chola is a Hindu because he belonged to Hindustan, from where his kingdom flourished. Now, if we come into the religious part of it and whether he was following Hindu religion or not, which is, I think, is the most important part of this whole controversy as such, let us understand what religion Cholas used to follow. Not only Cholas, the other similar kingdoms at the nearby time zone. Cholas ruled, or just say Raja Raja Chola ruled from 985 BCE to 1014 BCE. That's the duration of the period of Raja Raja Chola's rule. Now, at that time, the most prominent religion which used to be followed, or it's being visible to be followed by Cholas and Pallavas and Pandyas at that area, was Shaivism. So Cholas were Shaivites. There are multiple proofs that Cholas being Shaivites. There are temples like Vijayalaya temple and multiple temples were Cholas built. It was all Shiva temples, Shaivites. So now the question is whether Shaivites are Hindus or not. Now let's consider what Shaivites are or were at that time. Shaivites followed Vedic as well as Agama scriptures and the theology of Agamas. Agamas are few tantric practices, and being there for long in southern India as such, Agamas majorly mean that which has come in down. I mean Agamas which has come in down to you. That's Agamas. Agamas have multiple Agama pathways as such. But interestingly, this particular theology or a philosophy started in South India. Later on, it is being told that it is being Sanskritized as such. So, and there are proofs that Pallavas used to follow the similar structure. So, Pallavas were first millennium BCE, Pallavas used to follow Agamas. So on the similar timeline, when Cholas were there, we presume that Cholas were also following Agamas because they were Shaivites. Agamas are also very closely linked with others like Shakti Upasana or Shaktism as such, which is basically Shakta and Shakti, two forms to be prayed. Interestingly, all of these belongs to a part of larger context. We call them Trinity, Shaivites, Vaishnavites, and the overall understanding of Brahma. This Trinity becomes a very important part of the origin of one of the core religion of in India, Hindus. Interestingly, these all are part of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dhamma. So Dhamma, Sanatana, the word is being used in Pali. This particular way is basically a word which means an eternal way or eternal virtue or eternal values as such or eternal laws. The basic understanding of what Dhamma one individual belongs to or should do. It can be a virtue, it can be explained as a pathway, it can be a law. So Sanatana Dhamma is a larger context. Shaivism is in a practicing context as such for Cholas at large. So if they were Shaivites, definitely they were not belonging to any other major religion at that time. I mean, we have three religions as major. We have Islam, the highest number of followers, then we have Christianity, and then we have Hinduism as per the number of followers. So definitely it is not related to Christianism, because Christianity came in India at a time of say 52 AD. So that time only Christianism came in the Malabar coast. Now when we talk about Islam, Islam came in India at around say 7th century, and that's the time when Islam came in Indian context. So the Sanatan Dharma and Shaivism is much older than that in this context. So definitely they are part of Hindu practices, because it's related to Veda, it is related to Agama practicing, and all of them goes into a larger context of Sanatana Dharma. So to me, in a basic understanding as such, that Cholas were definitely Shaivites. They were definitely Hindus because they lived beyond Sindhu river, and religiously, yes, they were Hindus because they followed Shiva as one of their major deity apart from Shakti. And yes, Shiva, Shakti and all of them are part of Hindu practices, in contemporary Hindu practices as such. But if you talk about the origin of it, they were definitely Shaivites. Thank you. My name is Kaustubh Sengupta. Get back to me. And I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to, go into political debate about it. I just try to share whatever little knowledge I have about Cholas and the religious practices as such. Thank you. Namaskar.